Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to read through for My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero Academia, chapters 420, 421, 422. I have been reading this series from the very beginning here on the channel since chapter 1. I think I started in 2016, so it's been like 8 years of reading this, and it coming to an end is crazy. It's going to be the longest series so far that I've read from start to finish here on the channel. And I'm excited. The past couple of read-throughs, I've been getting pretty choked up. I've been tearing up a bit. Luckily, I don't know if it's luckily or not. I think it's difficult for me to get super crazy emotional. While I know I'm trying to get through the chapter, I'm trying to keep on topic. I'm knowing there are a bunch of people watching, but I've been getting really choked up the past few times. I think this ending has been really incredibly good, and I don't know how soon it's going to end. So right now, 423 is out. In a couple days, 424 will be coming out. I've heard some people saying, oh, 424 is probably going to be the last one. I think chapter number-wise, it feels like we should have at least 7 or 8 more or something, shouldn't we? But maybe not. Maybe we'll end much sooner than I expect chapter number-wise, and I don't know how, or volume number-wise. Because is the last volume just going to be super large compared to the others? Or is the last one going to be super small compared to the others? Are they going to split it into 2? I don't know how many more there will be left. So I'm going to do 3 this week. So then next week I will do 2. And if it's the final one, that'll be it. And then after that, I'm not going to take any breaks. I'm not going to take any hiatuses. I'm going to react one at a time to the last few chapters, however many are left. I'm going to do every week a weekly reaction, but it'll probably not be on the same day. I've been doing it on, Thursdays? But it'll be, I guess it comes out Sunday, so I guess maybe I'll do it Sundays before Tower of God, because I want to do the official translation. I always do what I think is going to be my best experience reading for my videos, and I personally like the official translation for Hero Academia. It's probably not perfect. I mean, it's Viz or whatever. It's probably not perfect, but it is my preferred translation at the moment when it comes to Hero Academia. That's, again, why I do One Piece the way that I do it. I prefer the TCB translation for One Piece, which is why I read that, and then I don't put the video out until the official comes out. Tower of God, I vastly prefer the official translation right at this moment. It is very much not perfect, but it is also very much the best by far at the moment. And also, I get to show it on screen when I use that, without running into any troubles. But this is a Shueisha property, so I am not going to be able to show it on screen. I don't know how, I've been watching Ron Can's reactions, and he's showing it, and I'm just like, you are taking crazy chances with Shueisha here. I don't know how you do it. So, yeah, either way, let's start reading with chapter 420. I guess... yeah, I don't know what's going to happen at this point. I feel like we're kind of wrapping things up. Aizawa showed up. I've been saying for a while, I think everybody's going to come together in one spot for the, finale. And I guess that's maybe what's happening here. And I said last time, since he's showing up seemingly through a Kurogiri portal, maybe we're going to see how he defeated or won back over or helped Kurogiri. And, we're going to flash back to how that happened. But we have number 420 from Aizawa. Wake up, you. Where the hell are we? Our comms are dead, so we're in the dark about the war, damn it. The protector of Shigaraki Tomura. Yeah, you picked a real great time to malfunction. Show some life, scum. If you ain't Shirakumo anymore, then do us a favor. Fade away and leave us the memories. We never should have put our fate in this thing's hands. Relying on this corpse to save us, bad idea all along. And then Aizawa grabs onto him. I see tears. Nuh-uh-uh. I'm a manly man. Not you. Him. It's raining, pal. Those ain't tears. This thing's a Nomu. It took you off the playing field since you messed with Shigaraki twice now. End of story. Our priority now is switching it back on so we can get back in the fight. Once that's done, I'll go to town on this tool till it stays down for good. Aizawa, as far as the spoils of war go, We drew a darkened dud here. So, Aizawa, as far as the spoils of war go, we drew a darkened dud here. So go ahead and forget about that little miracle back in Tartarus. We're 31 now, not schoolboys in UA's Class 2A, not anymore. True, but he was a UA student when he died. I am no, Shigaraki, have to. Why not tear us to pieces with warp gates, or drop us to our deaths? Where, friend. That day in Tartarus, we reached toward him and drew out a bit of light. It blended with his darkness and shut him down. No amount of light can ever reverse all that darkness, but darkness works differently. That's what activated him again. I know you know this, Yamada. We're educators in the hero course. It's our job to make sure UA students reach graduation. And if that's where his origin lies, and the darkness is coming out, Yamada, those memories ain't ever gonna fade. And again we see the light with the darkness like we saw in the portal from the end of last chapter. Tsukauchi? Eraser, you're still with us. Where have you been? Tell me, is Monoma still fit to fight? No, the boy got carted off for urgent treatment after a nasty blow to the head. Got it. In that case, give me an update on each theater of battle, plus all available personnel and their exact coordinates. Coordinates why? Oh, right, then, again, giving them all their coordinates so they can all be warped in, because Kurogiri's is coordinate-based. So, this is cool. We're going to get an update on all the different theaters of battle, but we're also going to get everybody getting warped in. We see Aizawa showing up to where some of the other heroes from the school are. I recognize Ectoplasm and I think Hound Dog. Eraserhead, how'd you come to be here? We managed to make use of Kurogiri. He and Mike are on standby outside the grounds. Gather up the heroes assigned to this evacuation and protection mission, leaving behind only the ones best suited to defense. Kurogiri, you say? I thought he could not be won over. There's no telling how long our hold on him will last, so get moving. You're offering a quick trip to the front lines. I'm in, take me with you. And we have, is that civilian death arms? Same here. I'm kind of a nobody, but I'm still a hero. Let me fight too. And that's not Kota, is it? They're making something. So is that just some random that we don't know? Or are we supposed to know them from like one of the movies or something? Come to the main entrance then. Hey, could you give this to a hero who's hurt? And this kid that we saw before takes off his All Might shirt. Sure. Thank you. And we have people, just random, oh man, I love this. This is getting me emotional. These random civilians bringing first aid, like food, water, blankets. Most of the battles are already won. We'll reach out to anyone on their feet and able to fight. Things are still up in the air at the National Takaba Arena, though. The escaped prisoner there is a notorious criminal known for wide-range devastation and battles of attrition, Ghastly Eijiju, and he's the one that Mashirao and Sato and Seto were fighting. And we have, I think his name's Kamikiri. We have Kamikiri and Tokage there too. We're here to help. Then there's still Divide and Conquer Phase 3. We have all these warp gates opening up. Come to have your quirk stolen, have you? Sensei, it's you. Keep still. How long since you lost your arms? Dunno. I'm not sure how much time passed in that subconscious space. Shigaraki had taken over All for One. Back at UA, on that floating tomb, All for One was boasting about overcoming the resistant Shigaraki and achieving a perfect fusion of the two. When it was Shigaraki's turn, it didn't work that way. All for One got totally swallowed up. He was really gone. I thought for sure that smashing Tenko's spirit would break both of them. So how is All for One back in action? And we have Eddie's horn. Aizawa-sensei. Oh, Eddie. The teachers don't want to take me to the scary battle. I know why I can't go, but please give this to Deku. And we have her forehead all messed up. You broke your horn. Why and how? I asked and got some help. Ectoplasm? Really? I do apologize. But the girls learn much about rational and irrational actions from you. You and the teachers helped me learn all about my power. All you need to use it is this, 'cause it's a piece of me. That's a rough way to go about it. You might have damaged your quirk for good. I wanted to help All Might and Kachan like this, but I couldn't. And I want to sing. Sensei, Deku and all his friends did all that fun stuff with me, so once this bad day is all over, I want to sing for them. I know that I can't help a lot, but let me fight too. The accumulated energy is lacking to a nearly useless extent. Any target will be rewound slowly and not by a great amount of time. Still, it might give someone back 2 or 3 minutes, yeah? And Izuku gets his arms back. You can't die until you've heard her sing. And he starts crying. We were all feeling the same way, I bet. And actually, yeah, it's everyone coming through. It's not just Class 1A, because Gang Orca's there, and all the others. So we got our own butts in gear. And we're cut off there. That's a quick cut off. Okay. Yeah, we were all feeling the same way, I bet, like we were down for the count, yeah. Then we heard about Midoriya busting his butt out here, so we got our own butts in gear. And we have everyone coming through. Alright, and there's the end. I think some people might be upset at Izuku immediately getting his arms back, but I'm not, just because I guess it lets Eri do something. And also, it was a great visual, it was a great moment having him lose his arms, but at the end of the day, is there anyone who really thought that Izuku was just permanently, like, losing his arms, that's just permanently it? Like, I would get it if he lost his arms in, like, the final exchange, and all for one, Shigaraki, they were down for good. Then it'd be like, okay, yeah, maybe that's the results, but I still think there could be some sort of drawback. There's always the chance that he loses his quirk in the end. There's always the chance that he gets really, really injured again. But I just think that, you know, him not having his arms wasn't going to stick since we still have fighting left to go. But, and also, like, at the end of the day, it is just a pop shonen. It is a pop shonen. And compared to other long-running pop shonen, I don't think that this is anywhere, him getting his arms back immediately, to me, especially given that there's so many ways to have already set that up in the past, powers like Eddie's, that it's like, it's nowhere near as egregious as anything that Naruto did. I wouldn't say it's as egregious as Ichigo just having a million different powers in Bleach. It's not as egregious as anything in modern One Piece. Like, so again, it's something that I think some people might not like, but I'm totally fine with, just because it didn't happen at the very end. If it happened at the very end, I'd be like, okay, that's a little different. But the way it happened here, it's fine. Also, it just always makes me wonder with powers like Eddie's, it's like, can't we just rewind can we just rewind All Might to his prime? Like, what are the limits? What are the limits we're working with here? But either way, that aside, let's go read the next one. Moving on, we start with Kirishima. Funny bumping into you dudes here. And then Shoji, right back at you. And Koda. The police asked for anyone who can still fight. Then Mina. We heard Aizawa-sensei managed to win over Kurogiri. And then we even have Aoyama here and Hagakure. When we saw our pal keeping up the good fight. And Kaminari. How could we possibly not take action? Momo. Then Tsuyu. Whatever it takes, as long as I'm still conscious. Already came this far for victory, and we have Kyoka. Imagine not taking a real stand here, and Mineta. Why even dream of being a hero then? What would be the point? You guys, My Hero Academia, we are here. Number 421, we are here. And we have all of Class 1A with, like, Death Arms, and Gentle is here. That's so good. We have Class 1B is here, and then Gang Orca, and all of the sidekicks back there. So we do have 1B involved. And I can't tell to the far right, I can't tell if that's one of the Pussycats. And then over off to the far left, we've got the Shiketsu students are here. I love this. And again, it was something that I was saying from the beginning that it seemed like we were working towards, is bringing everyone back together for the finale. An array of dull, ashen flesh. As an integrated part of Tamura, I should have shattered to pieces along with him. However, when I heard the sound of Yoichi breaking into nothing, all color faded from my world. My obsession gone. Only a gaping hole of loss remained, a chasm no attack could strike, which allowed me to evade the death blow. Izuku Midoriya, now I realize that tragedy engenders true strength. Don't you agree? And he bursts out bone spears and all this other amalgamation. Yeah, I don't know, says Seto. Unlike some of you, my life wasn't full of wild highs and tragic lows. All I had pushing me forward was like not wanting to fall behind on the next practical exam or whatever. And you know, it's been some tough times for him. The guy used to look all zonked out and empty. And now we have... Is that Endeavor coming in off the top? Anyone would be better off not going through all that miserable crap. And Shoto coming out of the side. Flash Fire Fist. Both of them attacking at once. Get over to Recovery Girl quick. She's been tending to the injured all day, and healing anyone else might be beyond her at this point. Don't stick around here. Mom and Fuyumi have had enough heat for one day. Get going, assuming you got any strength left at all. I mean, right? Those thoughts crossed my mind when I heard you beat Dabi. And then Present Mike comes through. Thanks, bud. All able bodies are assembled. And he screams, today marks a turning point, folks. One last big job. And then we have all the quirks piling into one singular attack. Beholding a legion of wounded, desperate heroes, I feel nothing, only forlorn. You cut rate heroes, mere afterthoughts compared to All Might, and he's getting hit with the shockwave now. And then he starts getting pulled in by 13. Black Hole. We have Gang Orca coming in as well. And then Shishikuda's abilities. Dust to sweep away. Divert his attack. And then we have Burn-In going in as well. Too fast. Dealing with just one of his moves takes dozens of us. We ain't fighting on even terms. Don't let him split us up, says Kendo. For some reason I wanted to call her Tendo. Fight back as a cohesive unit. And I have to join them. We have Izuku. My body, he's still collapsing. You only made it out a few minutes ago, and up until you lost your arms, you were fighting non-stop. Those injuries haven't gone away. The damage from that brutal drawn-out battle. I gave up one for all, says Izuku. It's gone, the quirks from each wielder. Yet, I might not have had it for long, but it's taken root in my quirkless self. So just like it was, for All Might, the ember's still in me. As long as I've got that ember, All for One's got me to deal with. Midoriya? Medicine, bandages, and here, can't have you getting cold. And he has the All Might shirt. All courtesy of the refugees. The men's non-no brand, Series 5, one-size t-shirt. Let us run. And then Aoyama comes up and takes his hand. We have need of your strength, just as you need ours. Take my hand, Aoyama. And Izuku's holding back tears. You can do it! And we have, this time, everyone cheering him on. We all fight at your side. Deku! Let's go, Midoriya! Deku? And Torino's watching on. Can't you see Kun and his friends? You can do it. And he steps forward. Okay. Incredible. Okay, last one for this week. Let's go on to 422. Okay, once we're done with this, it's going to be hard to stop reading, but I'll get to read 2 next week. So we have Aoyama and Izuku running forward. Oh no, Aoyama! And he gets caught up in the attacks. Run, Midoriya. Shiraku. And then we have him melting away as Izuku runs forward through the battlefield. Nothing's hitting home. He's too tough. I have something, hopefully I don't forget to talk about at the end of this video, actually, that this just reminded me of. Nothing's hitting home. He's too tough. Unlike All for One, this one's totes not falling for my rage bait illusions. Carve a path. One straight to Shigaraki. My Omnifactor Unleash is not the result of giving in to base emotion. Rather, this augmentation is me exercising control and authority over my myriad powers. As such, do not presume you have me outnumbered. And he's releasing all of these quirks to attack. And then Hagakure deflects the attack away from Izuku. Hagakure, laserish stuff. I'm your gal. Electromagnetic railgun. And then we have Momo and Kaminari. Ready? Yay! Insolent little. Leave them alone. And then we have all of the other people coming in. We have, is that No, Shishikura is the other guy. This is Shishida? His similar name. And, Vine Girl. Why am I forgetting people's names all of a sudden? And then, of course, like Sato, the spinny gyrate guy. I don't know why I'm forgetting people's names. Mashirao and Koda. You're already on your last leg. Save your strength. Because only your strength can sock it to him. So let's tank these hits. Go on. And we have Tsuyu and Shoji throwing him forward. Mommy, Daddy, look, it's Sis. You see her? Tsuyu. Do your best, Tsuyu. Shoji. You can do it, Shoji. And is that the girl he saved? The rest of us aren't agile enough to weave past these brutal attacks, but we can still carry you partway there. Thanks, Shoji. You too, Tsuyu. Show some guts. And then it looks like we have Fat Gum, Kirishima, and Mina protecting him. That's A. And Mina. And we have the people that went to middle school with him. You got this, dude. Get it done. I will. Why? All I see are carcasses soon to be carrion. Why do they refuse to lie down and die? There's little life to their weary movements, yet their eyes, if nothing else. He finds himself helplessly watching. Conferring this power to someone so worthless was a mistake. Right. Midoriya. Izuku Midoriya. Midoriya. It's your weakness. It's your weakness. And then he's protected by Gentle. Do your utmost, boy. And Death Arms looks to him. Again, the guy who saw him chapter 1, I think. You can do this. It was something All Might... Because, again, chapter 1, he told him, like, you can't do this. Don't run in to go after the slime villain. And now he's cheering him on, saying he can do this. It was something All Might lacked. And we see Tokoyami, do your best. A weak, feeble strength that spurs these vermin to stand back up so doggedly. And then at the end, we hadn't seen him this whole time. We finally have Ida coming in to support Izuku as he falls. That'll not perish so long as you keep moving forward. I thought our ejector seats were disabled, but here we are. I take it that was your doing, All Might? And we have stars, forces, tending to All Might's wounds. Those kids are hoping for absolute victory, so I'd rather keep our losses to a minimum. Coming from you, that's rich. Midoriya, kid. That day, when you dove into the fray, my body took action as well. Yes, ever since that day. Do your best. You can do it, man. Do you recall our first day as we left school? Anita says to him as he pushes him forward. In this moment, I understand so clearly what she meant. Hang in there. Almost at the hospital, Uraraka. And we have Pixie Bob took Uraraka. You can do it. Everyone's doing their best down there. But Deku, well, it just screams, do your best. Oh man, sorry. I kind of like it. Do your best. And then we have, I think that's the American president slamming his fist down. Send every hero we've got over to Japan, pronto. But Mr. President, if All for One wins today, you'd be putting our nation's security in jeopardy. Like I give a damn, just do it. Because of course they thought Japan was going to lose, so no other country wanted to help. But now other countries think they can actually stop him. And like we're seeing all of these characters from the movies, from like his random allies, random heroes that have seen him from the beginning, his classmates, we're seeing that what Izuku did was inspire all those people. Like we see Shoto at the end there. They're all people that had the possibility to turn out very differently. Again, Death Arms, who didn't believe in him. Gentle, who turned out to be a villain because of the way society is. Shoto, who feared he would have ended up just like Endeavor. And we see that Izuku's ability really was inspiring all of these people. I hear them all calling to me. You can do it, we have Tsukauchi. Do your best. Get it done, we have Tiger. Do it, man. You can do it. Do your best. And we have the people that are always on the news broadcasts in Kota. You got this. I know you can. And we have Gran Torino. Do your best, okay? You can do it. You got this. Do your best. And at the end we have Bakugo's fist in the air, or All Might's, one of the two. And then we have All Might's face. You've been my greatest hero. Man. And then we have his mom. Do your best, Izuku. And he punches All for One. Number 422, Izuku Midoriya, rising. And again, we've seen this. Like, oh man. Again, it just feels like every single thing. Things from the movies, things from the main series. Every person he's affected, we see that it's all mattered. God, I love how good this has been. They really, really, really nailed the ending. Man, that hit so hard. That was so good. Incredible. Very well done. I don't have much more I can praise it about that I haven't already. But what I wanted to say it at the beginning of the video, that I remembered, and I was trying not to forget. So, I didn't know that Season 7 had already started. And let me tell you, I just watched the opening and ending to it. They cooked. The opening and ending are incredibly good. But my concern, they're incredibly good, but they spoiled a lot of stuff. But I'm just thinking, so the ending is showing off. It shows off like the final four League of villains, and then it shows off their final four opponents. Like it shows off Spinner, then Toga, then Dabi, then Shigaraki, then Shoji, then Uraraka, then Shoto, then Izuku. But I'm like, they're not getting to that in Season 7. Certainly not the first part of Season 7, right? Like, they're really spoiling that ahead of time. They haven't, like, I think they're now doing the Star stuff. Like, if they're on the Star and Stripe stuff, why are they showing that? That would have been a good, maybe, like, Part 2 ending, or, like, a Season 8 ending. I feel like they really jumped the gun with that, didn't they? And, like, the opening's really, really good. Might be one of the best, if not the best, Hero Academia openings, but, like, they really spoiled Hagakure's appearance. I'm just like, these are really, really, really good. But I feel like they jumped the gun on the content included in them. Maybe that's just me. But either way, I did want to talk about that at the end. Thank you for sticking through this with me. Yeah, that was an emotional one. It was a fun one. The ending to this has been so amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters and my thoughts and reaction to them. Subscribe for more. Hero Academia, much more on the channel. We gotta finish out reacting to it. Then, like I said at the end, I'll do another big character tier list or something. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you want to help support the channel to help me to continue to make videos, we don't just do Hero Academia, but a million other things. If you want to help support the channel, you can drop a super thanks if you'd like to. But if you'd like to get One Piece videos early, if you'd like to get a shout out at the end of every single video, then you can hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you to people who are already patrons and channel members. Thank you so much to Chosen Regular Evan Holly, Magical Girls, FR and Abyss Knight, Cheerleading Students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element Pate Ardial. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. Next week, again, we'll have 2 chapters, and then who knows if the series ends yet. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.